Hi everyone, I have a fun, colorful one to start things off here today. How many of you out there have always wanted to be able to paint a beautiful portrait of someone and have it actually look like the person you are intending to paint? I have the perfect project for you that makes it super simple to do exactly that. We're back painting on glass, and I love to call these pop art portraits because you can create all kinds of fun looks with this process. And like I mentioned, we're back painting on glass, so a really budget-friendly way to kind of get yourself some practice glass to work on is to go to dollar stores and just pick up some of these 8x10, 9x12 photo frames, and then you're going to use the glass out of these. You can frame them up when you're done, and you can always move on to other frames and pieces of glass, but that's a great starting point. And then you're also going to need to print out an 8x10 image, just black and white on your home printer of whoever it is that you're wanting to paint. And I always say, you know, fill the space with that image so you have lots of good detail to play around with to learn the process. And then you're going to take your glass, you're going to place it over your image, and really expressive images are fun too, to get some fun looks with these. And I've taped it down so that nothing shifts on me. You don't want it to move around while you're painting on it. And then clean the glass off with some rubbing alcohol because you want to kind of prime it so that it's ready for the paints that you're going to use. And this 4-step process involves 2 colors of paint. So you need some titanium white and then one other deep hued color. I have black here. And I like working with these soft body artist acrylics. You don't want your paint to be too thin or runny, but you don't want them to be too heavy that you can't move it around on the glass. So these soft bodies are about perfect for this project. And then what you're going to do with those 2 colors, you're also going to mix 2 values in between them. So these are the 4 colors. This is your palette that you're going to use to create your portrait. And for that first step, you're going to take just a small little detail brush. You're going to go right into your white, and you're going to come back over and get the white of the eyes, that little twinkle that is in there. Just carefully kind of move your paint around in that area. And the teeth, any other bright white spots in your painting. You want to get all of that in place, and then let your paints dry in between each of the steps because we're going to kind of be going over the top of these. Because remember, we're back painting. So what we're putting on here first is going to be in the foreground of it because the finished side is this front part. So then after you have the whites done, you're going to come back in with that same little liner brush, and you're going to go right into your black or whatever color you've chosen. And then I'm going to start capturing all of the detail, all of those really dark spots, all of the different features. And this is where you can really see your image coming to life, because you can tip it up as you're working on it and take a look and make sure you're really capturing things as they are and as you like. So you can see this is step 2. You can already see that this is coming to life and it's looking like who it is supposed to look like. And then for that 3rd step, you're going to take a round brush and you're going to dip into this darker value, and you're just going to kind of daub over your painting in those darker shaded areas. So that's where you're going to get some shading in here, get that in place, let that dry, and then that 4th step is taking this lighter value, and again, round brush, and you're going to go over the entire canvas. And we're not brushing it on, we're just kind of daubing it on. So you want to completely cover all of it. So you can see here, this is what it's going to look like. And then when you flip it over, that's going to fill all of the rest of that in, and you're going to have this beautiful pop arty portrait that looks exactly like the one you were trying to paint. And you can create all kinds of fun looks. You can play around with different brushes and kind of your blending and so forth. The more you do, the better you get, but so many fun looks. The kids can get involved in these as well. The girls have done them when they were like 6 or 7, and they turned out pretty good. So, you know, 4 simple steps, and you can have all kinds of fun looks with the different portraits. Do a fun portrait wall mixed in with some of your regular photographs, but 4 steps, 2 colors, doesn't get any easier than that. And you too can be a beautiful portrait artist.